hottest movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I am your host, the game changer, Wes Troop. And today I'm here with another random review, which means I review a movie randomly. Yes, that's right. And let's see what the random number generator gave us this week, shall we? Well, this is a movie that I've been meaning to review for a long time. It came in back in theaters for the special re-release with the Fathom events last January, I believe, or the January even before that. And one thing led to another, and I just never got to review it. But now, the time has finally come. Ladies and gentlemen, my review of the 1969 Western, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, coming up now. In Wyoming in the late 1890s, Butch Cassidy and his closest companion, the Sundance Kid, are members of the legendary Hole-in-the-Wall gang who are planning a new robbery. While Butch wants to stick to banks, the rest want to rob a train. They decide to rob the Union Pacific Overland Flyer train on both the eastward and westward runs. While the first robbery goes well, the second goes awry when a team of lawmen arrive to try to kill the outlaws. Butch and Sundance are on the run for a bit, but soon decide to head to Bolivia along with Sundance's girlfriend, Etta, and start a new life. So what did I think of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid? I thought it's an enjoyable Western. The film is based on true events, or as the beginning of the movie tells us, mostly true events. The movie is considered by many to be an all-time classic, and while I was entertained, I did feel that the movie is rather uneven. The first 40 minutes or so are filled with a lot of humor and excitement while the gang rob the train and use dynamite in the act, and also a couple of great chases afterward. After this, though, the characters just try to hide out a little, which I feel there was too much of. It really brings some pacing problems into the fold, as it brings the whole movie to a screeching halt. Luckily, things begin to pick up again when the characters head to Bolivia. The film uses some very interesting ideas, splicing in what seem to be old film reels and a montage of old-time photos depicting their trip to South America. The cinematography is terrific throughout, and I really enjoyed the first scene of the movie presented in sepia tone and then changing to color afterward to give it a more modern feel. The action is pretty spread out, from the train robberies and having to dive off of a cliff into a river to the big-time final shootout. It's thrilling once you get to it. The film also has some good humor to it, as there's a number of witty one-liners and bits that get a number of laugh-out-loud moments, from Sundance being called out as a cheater in the introduction, or Etta trying to teach the two Spanish in order to rob banks in South America. There are a couple of goofy montages, including the one where Butch and Etta are riding on a bike to the song Raindrops Are Falling on My Head, a song which I love, by the way. The relationship between Etta, Sundance, and Butch is a rather odd one as well, especially for its time. The best thing about the film, though, is its performances and the chemistry between its starring duo. Paul Newman as Butch Cassidy, the clever leader of the Hole-in-the-Wall gang, and Robert Redford as the Sundance Kid, the terrific shooter who find themselves on the run, along with Catherine Ross as Etta Place, Sundance's girl who gets in on the action. While I didn't love Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid as much as others have, it's definitely worth checking out if you've never seen it. I'm gonna give it the rating of... do it. Alright, well that's the show. I'll be back with another review very soon. But until then, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. youtube.com/westside515. Like the show on Facebook, facebook.com/WestTruePlaylist. And of course, you can follow me on the Twitter and the Instagram @WesAList. Until next time, Troop out.